video choose Grieving Over Happiness. Kindly go to UCHE Production TV and watch this amazing movie. You will learn a lot of choosing happiness more than grieving. In this story, Stefan and his mother were wielding around the streets of Lagos, and one day they came across a car which was about to crush them. But unfortunately, they were very happy and they could not even express any sadness because the car was going to crush them. And this was a shock to the man who was going to crush them around. So he decided, they told him that sometimes you have to guard your heart with happiness more than grieving, because you don't know why this happened and you will never change anything. These small words came and ate deeply into this man's heart. So when he found them again in the next day at the same street with the same clothes, he decided to offer them a home to live in, whereby they explained to him that they did not have anywhere to stay, whereby Stephanie's uncles had taken over everything from them, because she is a old lady, and the father did not believe that it is her family, since they don't have a boy child. As though Oliver wanted to help, but he could not help, since the father or the husband had willed everything to the brother. So he had to offer them a house to live in until he gets them an apartment. But lucky enough, Oliver's maid had to leave, and they had to stay in the house to help Oliver to do the house choice. In this journey, Oliver saw that these people, they are happy despite that they are going through a lot in their life, but they chose happiness over grieving because of some small issue which they cannot change. He decided also to be happy, although to join them. After sometimes, a mother will always be a mother. Stephanie's mother saw that Oliver was sad, though he was very rich. She tried to ask, but Oliver could not open up until this fateful day when Oliver called his friend and his friend Daniel to come and check on him. The friend realized that Oliver was a happy person, and was since these two beautiful souls entered into his life, so they were very happy, and Oliver also decided to be happy. Little did they know that Oliver was battling a sickness of heart failure, and he could not open up to other people until this fateful day when Oliver had a heavy problem, and the doctor was not there. Oliver had to tell Stefan to go and call the doctor, and when the doctor came, he opened up and said Oliver had a heart problem, and it was on the last stage. They could not save him. This brought grief in their hearts and tears in their eyes, because they had found happiness in this in Oliver's home, whereby Oliver could take care of them like his own. They taught Oliver to be happy, and along the way Oliver fell in love with Stefan, of which the mother agreed and let them be. You can never let the birds to stop flying. So along the way, Oliver had to make his wishes, and they told them never to grieve on them, but he left a will whereby he gave 70% of his properties to Stefan and her mother, because they brought happiness in his life. And Oliver asked Stefan if at all he's ready, he can marry Daniel, and they live a happy life. Since Daniel was interested in Oliver, despite that when he knew that Oliver was in love with Stefan, he decided to let Oliver paid all the school dues to of Stefan, and later Oliver had to die. It was an emotional movie, but full of lessons that sometimes we should not grieve on some things because we cannot change a situation. There are situations we cannot change, but rather we have to choose happiness until then.